Hi everyone, I am Chetan Khandelwal, and today in this video I am going to provide you an overview of AWS, its benefits and its services, and we will also see how to deploy a static website using AWS S3. This video is made under the guidance of Vivek Srivastava sir and is a part of cloud computing assignment. So, the main agenda of this video is to provide an overview of what is AWS and why AWS is on the top of all service providers and why AWS is of the top choice for doing anything on the cloud. And later we will see the overview of most common services that are used and provided by the AWS. And later I am going to show you how to deploy static website using AWS S3. So now, what is AWS? Everyone is talking about Amazon Web Services nowadays, but let's have a look what it is. It's basically a global cloud platform which allows you to host and manage your services over the internet. AWS is used by around 80% of Fortune 500 companies to host their infrastructure and has lot of services which it provides to its customers. There is infrastructure as a service, which means they provide bare servers as a service that you don't need to manage the backup and power supply of the services. There is platform as a service. You can get Java, Ruby, Python, PHP as a service so that you don't need to manage the binaries of these apps. You get software as a service where you get email sending capabilities like ACS and Queen Service SQS, and it is a cloud storage platform where you get lot of storage options including EVS and S3, etc. So all in all, AWS is a hosting provider which gives you lot of services wherein you can host or run your application on the cloud. Now let's take a look why to use AWS, or what's the reason that everyone is trying to use AWS and everyone trying to put their applications on the AWS. So what's the reason that AWS is top provider and top choice for doing anything on the cloud? One of the biggest reason is billing. The billing process of AWS is very clear. You get the per hour billing. Every instance and services has a micro billing service. All the instance on EC2 you get per hour billing, and even the S3 bucket, that is storage service, you get per GB billing. Although it is a storage service, there is a micro billing service available there. The sign up process is very easy. You don't need to sign in any agreement. You just need an email and create a password and add your credit or debit card details, and you can use the AWS services. You can launch servers, big machines with cloud hardwares, and so and their billing dashboard is also very simple. Take it. They gives you an integrated billing dashboard which gives you report. You can pull and which gives you a report. You can pull out report every month. You can pull out services over the internet. Now, for the cloud provider to be a hit, you need to be a stable and has to be trusted thing. So the AWS services are quite stable. In the past 7 to 8 years, they have seen some 2 to 3 major outages, but those have been only regional specific. So that means out of the 12 or 13 regions, that means out of the 12 and 30 regions in which they operate, the outages have been region specific. In the particular country or continent, those also have not been more than 2 to 3 hours and have not affected all the customers. So it's a trusted vendor. When we talk about the AWS, it comes up with something which is used by everyone in the industries, for small startups, from small startups to big enterprises. Everyone sees Amazon as a trusted advisor. Now, let's have an overview of common services used by AWS. Now let's have an overview of commonly used AWS services. First, there is EC2, that is stands for Elastic Cloud Computing. This is a service which gives you bare servers. So this service will give you a machine which you can launch and you can run your softwares on those. You can get small or big machines based on your requirement. The second service is VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. So Amazon will not allow you to full control of their cloud. Instead, they provide you chunks of their cloud, which is VPC or Virtual Private Cloud. So VPC lets you create network in the cloud and then run your servers in those networks. The next one is S3, that is stands for Simple Storage Service. S3 gives you the opportunity to upload and share files, so it is mostly a file storage and sharing service. Then you got RDS, which is relational database service. So this RDS allows you to manage and run databases on the cloud, so that you have got all the major flavors of database, right from SQL servers to Oracle and MySQL and PostgreSQL server. They have recently launched another one, which is Aurora, which claims to be a very high performance database server. Then there is Route 53, uh, and Route 53 is there for DNS. So they have got a managed DNS service wherein you can point your DNS to Amazon, and they they take care of your stuff. So it's a global DNS services. It scales according to the demand. And then there's also Elastic Load Balancer. ELB is a service which gives you opportunity to local balance says incoming traffic to multiple machines. So this way you can scale up your web applications to any number of users you have got. Auto scaling You have got auto scaling, which adds capacity on the fly of to elastic load balances. So, so that your website or your application is never down due to load. Now let's see how to deploy a static website using Amazon S3 bucket. So for this, type here simply S3 and click on S3. It will redirect to the Amazon S3 management console, and here you will just need to simply type on create bucket and name the name. Here you will provide a name for this bucket. This name will be rendered in the link of the website. So keep it simple, and I will just name it as a demo game or demo website. Okay, so I will just change the region from this to Asia Pacific Mumbai, and will enable ACLs, and will allow all the access from the publics, as there is no sensitive data in my website. So yes, the bucket is created, and the bucket is demo website 4. I will upload the static website that I have created on my local machine, and I will add folder of my website. So here is sample website that I have already created. So uploaded all the files in the website, and just simply click on upload. It will take few seconds based on your internet speed, and yeah, it's successfully uploaded. So click on close, and now uh, here's the most interesting portion of this video is started. So simply click on sample site. No, before that, click on properties and scroll down, and here in the static website hosting, click on edit and enable. So your website will be statically hosted, and the object where it will use which it will use to render your website is index.html. And save changes, click on save changes. So you can see this will be the website which you can share to your friends or people public to access your website. And your website is hosted, so it's giving an access denied. So you need to first provide some permissions to these objects or files that you have uploaded. So click on index.html and object actions and make public using ACL. Make public. Yeah, it's now publicly accessible, and you can click on. It's still showing that access denied. I think it should be. It should work. So I have already made it public. Let's try it once again. Yeah, we have done. So now try it once again. So now website is available, but why it's not accessing all the CSS and JavaScript file? So click on console. It's also so we need to give permission to CSS and JavaScript file also. So for that, click on demo website for or the bucket and click on simple sites and click on tick.js and click on object action, make publicly using as make public, and do it same for the tick JavaScript file. So click on this object action and make publicly using ACL. Make public. We got it, and yes, we got it, and it's working properly. So let's play a game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's working properly, and you can simply send this, share this link to anyone to access this website. And one thing you can see that the website is now publicly accessible for all. So we will see in another video that how to make it private, or there is another way to make to deploy a static website. You can use EC2 service or AWS Amplify to host a website, and maybe I will make another video for that too. But now I will bind this video here, and thank you so much for watching this video.